Hey everybody, this is Lloyd with Just Got Played, and today we are doing another game unboxing. This time it's going to be for the Big Book of Madness expansion, The Fifth Element. This is by Yellow Games. It is 2 to 5 players, 14 and up, 60 to 90 minutes, and this is an expansion, so it does require the base game to play. So let's open this up and see what we got inside. So this expansion came out a couple years ago, and I've just kind of been sitting on it, wondering why I haven't purchased it yet. So I finally pulled the trigger and got it, seeing that this is a favorite game of mine. So we've got the Fifth Element rule book here that kind of goes over, the setup. So we've got dark matter, goes over that. Got some new actions, create a spontaneous element, goes over the dark curses, the phobias. There's a list of phobias that you can just kind of go over. And another page full of the phobias. So this game does have, it's broken into 2 different modules that you can include, and one of the modules is the phobias, and the other one is the actual dark matter stuff. So you can mix in both of them if you want, or go back and just use one or the other. So let's take a look at this first. All right, So what we've got here is we've got a few new monsters. And these are all end of mid-game monsters. Actually, no, these 3 are starting monsters. They are the first page of the book, and then these are mid-game monsters, right? So the starting ones don't have any of the dark elements, the fifth element, but the middle ones do. So they give you at least a turn or two to get some new elements. So there's some cool, monsters in here. That's pretty cool. She looks like she's from The Ring. That's a little Japanese horror mixed in there. Cool. So those are the new monsters. And we've got, it looks like 4 new sorcerers. So this one, you can discard 1 dark matter to move 1 phobia from 1 support slot to any other. So only good if you're playing with phobias. On your turn, you may activate a charm from the dark book for 1 less dark matter card. That's pretty cool. And see, at the beginning of your turn, draw as many cards as you have phobias in your support. Again, she's only going to work with phobias. On your turn, you may destroy 2 identical cards to add 1 superior element to your discard. So, cool. So those are the 4 new characters and a bunch of new bosses, monsters. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 monsters. We've got some tokens. These are, standard, nothing special about them. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Assuming I can get it open. I always like when they give the pull tabs, and the pull tabs are almost impossible to grab. There we go. Or not. I mean, if I didn't bite my nails, I'd actually be able to get this open. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So this looks to be the spell book, the new dark spell book. And these are all starting spells, and then, so this is the start of the book, and then these are all, middle of the book spells, which, as you can see, when you start off, you have, level 1 spells that only require 1 element. And this one you can use again and again, and then as soon as you use this one, which requires 2, which is an upgraded one. You flip it over and now you have access to that. So anyone with the ribbon you can do again and again as long as you pay the element. And then once you do that one, it flips it over and it kind of levels it up. So I imagine you're going to build a book so that as you go through the book, the spells keep getting more powerful and more powerful. But yeah, you've got a whole host of these new dark spell cards, which you use to create this dark spell book. And last, we have, here we go again with the little, oh man, I'm never going to be able to get this open. Let's just rip open the top. Maybe? All right, there we go. I should just break out the knife and cut into this, but I always end up damaging the cards. So we'll just struggle through it. Okay, cool. So what we have here are all of the 5th element, the dark element cards, right? So these are only 1s, unlike the regular game, which have 2s and 3s. These are just 1s. And then we have all of the phobias. So the phobias are curses that are even worse than just taking up a spot in your hand. These actually require you to do something or not do something. You cannot take any action using fire, air, water, earth. You cannot take the cure action except for this card, so you can't get rid of your other curse cards, madness cards. Activating a spell costs you 1 extra element. So you just have a litany of new curses or new phobias to mix in along with madness, and these are just going to go into your deck. Okay, so that is pretty much the expansion. So you get some new curses that require the dark elements, and you get the new dark spell book. You get a bunch of new monsters and students, magicians, sorcerers, whatever you want to call them. This is basically like a Harry Potter type game. Before they did their own Harry Potter deck building game. But that was the Big Book of Madness, the 5th expansion, or the 5th element expansion. If you have any questions, let us know. Hey, just a quick follow-up here. I know a lot of people like to see how the expansions fit inside the main box. So let's go ahead and take a look at how the Big Book of Madness, the 5th element, fits inside the main box. So here we have the main box. Let's open it up. Instructions. So under here you have your wells for your cards. So here are the curse cards, or not the curse, the phobia cards. I like to put those on the bottom facing up so they don't get mixed in. And then here are all of the new element cards. So let's go ahead and toss those on top. And see, they fit in the well, right? So here we have the tokens. So inside here we have a little token bag, and these are just going to go right inside the other token bag. So they fit in there nice and neat. Under here, under the spell book, we have the different spell cards, which just didn't come with any, but it did come with more curse cards, which are these. So they fit on there, and then these are the new spell book, the dark spell book, right? So let's see how that fits in. Yeah, it's a good fit. Cards stay in the well. So here we have the old character sheets, character cards, book cards, and the covers. So if we take the 4 characters, right, let's just throw them on the bottom with the other characters. Then we have the new monsters, right? So let's just go ahead and throw those in there. Put those back on top of the monster, or the spell, or characters. And then we've got the new covers. So let's go ahead and put the new covers on. Those fit in there well. This goes back on top. The instructions go on top of there. The old instructions just go lay on top of there, and the old top goes on top. And this you can pretty much just toss. Don't need it.